Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video of Tanner's Favorite Things. Today we're going to talk about a microphone, and specifically a shotgun style microphone that's supposed to live on top of a camera for some run and gun type interviews or just capturing audio into an actual DSLR or mirrorless style camera. The specific mic I'm going to be talking about today is the Rode VideoMic Go mic, and this is a pretty popular choice. It's right around $99, but it also comes in a few different camera bundles for those who are thinking about starting a video channel or vloggers in general, or if you're just doing interviews out in the field. This is a really popular choice for a cheap shotgun style microphone. This is in fact the microphone that came with my Canon M50 camera bundle, and I've been using it for, I don't know, about a month and a half now, and for a little while it worked great. But what I want to talk about today is this microphone's tendency to introduce a bleat or hiss, some sort of extracurricular sound into the mix that you just don't want there. Of course, there are tools to deal with hiss and sounds, some denoising features and software, but I don't want to go that route. I don't like post-processing audio if I don't have to. So what we want is to have the cleanest captured audio right from the top of the camera as possible. So let's take a closer look at this microphone. Take off the windscreen and you'll notice it's a pretty nice microphone. The one negative comment that I have about this product is that it's all plastic, and as a result it's not very good at keeping RF signals out of the mix. It's pretty directional. You want to have the microphone pointed at your sound source, but you can see its construction here, and I'll get to why this is silver here in a second, but we have a nice little carrying cage here that has a shock mount basically. I wouldn't consider it a full-on shock mount, but it decouples the microphone from any motion in the camera pretty well. But on the bottom we have the standard shoe mount, and it even looks like we have a 1/4 inch threaded insert there, so it can be threaded onto a 1/4 inch there. But being plastic, this microphone really induced some terrible ambient sounds into the video, and I just don't like that. That really lends to the simplicity of the Telecaster. That hasn't been changed. So I'd like to explain how I've solved this problem. Now, this microphone, you can see, has just a regular 1/8 inch input right here, and it comes with the 3.5 or 1/8 inch jack that has pretty much the same exact input on both sides. So it doesn't matter what side you plug in here, you plug this into your camera and the camera powers the microphone. That's also another drawback to this microphone, but I actually consider that a plus as well, because you don't need to worry about batteries or external power sources. It should be able to capture sound pretty well without the need of an external power source. So why is it bad that this microphone is all plastic? Well, microphones have a metal case for a reason. Whenever you're in a recording studio, there's always going to be RF signals floating around, whether it's a cell phone, a wireless router, a computer. Even your audio interface has some sort of RF signals that it's throwing out into the world, and the microphone can pick that up as interference. So what you want to do is shield the microphone as best as possible. And what I've done is I've gone over every aspect of the bezel of this microphone, which is everything basically behind the microphone portion. I've covered that with a shielding tape, and this is pretty standard shielding tape. It's the kind of shielding tape that I use to shield the inside of guitar cavities. So if you have any of that, it's dual purpose, or you can just go to Ace Hardware or Home Depot and pick up some copper or aluminum shielding tape to do the job. This particular job has quite a few little pieces that I've slapped on here and tried to cover every single piece so that there is no plastic showing in the base of this microphone. So it's 100% shielded now, and I found that that actually does the trick in cutting out any kind of existing RF frequencies that this microphone picks up. So right now, sound is being captured on my Marantz SG-5B condenser microphone, and that's in the super cardioid pattern, so it's capturing all of my voice in the room. And we're going to switch to this microphone in a second, but I just wanted to make the distinction that right now sound is being captured by a pretty nice condenser microphone being fed into my audio interface at this point. So let's go ahead and switch over to this Rode mic and just get some sound samples. Alright, so I have the microphone installed. I would say it's about 3.5 to 4 feet away from my mouth, my sound source, and this is what this Rode mic sounds like. Just for comparison, I did keep the Marantz mic running, so let's do a little A/B comparison. I am Tanner and I am speaking. This is the sound that you hear for me speaking normally. I am Tanner and I am speaking. This is the sound that you hear for me speaking normally. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Again, this microphone had some terrible noise being induced from those RF frequencies that are firing around the room. I do have a wireless internet router in this room. I also have my cell phone and, a bunch of other stuff. Stuff that you would generally have in a room where you might be recording. So instead of getting rid of all that stuff, we want to learn how to work with the gear that we have and make it so that it works perfectly. So if you find yourself in a situation where you've invested in this Rode VideoMic Go mic and you're just not happy with the sound quality, it's a pretty easy and inexpensive fix to make it a whole lot better. I'm not going to say that this is the best microphone on the market. It definitely is not. It's actually one of Rode's lower tiered options, but it does provide you with some surprisingly good audio if you can chase out some of those extracurricular sounds. So, if you have any questions about this process, I'd love to hear what you have to say, or if you have this specific mic and you just can't get rid of that sound, I'd love for you to take the challenge. Go ahead and shield the microphone yourself and see if that does the trick. Let me know how it works out. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If so, please feel free to like and subscribe. That always helps. I'm trying to hit the 250 mark before the end of the year. I know it's a pretty small goal, but goals are goals, and that's mine for the end of the year. So go ahead and help me out. And if you do like this content, hopefully I'll see you next time.